Life is a difficult journey. We are all passers by. Hello everyone, welcome to today's Sinology Heart Brigade. What I would like to share with you today is, when a person gives you these feelings, maybe God is hinting you to stay away from him. In this complex world, each of us is the protagonist of our own life. At the same time, he is also a supporting character in other people's stories. On the road of interpersonal communication, we crave to meet warmth, sincerity, and kindness, but it is inevitable that there will be some doubts, even people who need to stay away from it. Emotional matters are unpredictable when they are gathered and dispersed, and it is difficult to distinguish between right and wrong. When you have these feelings about a person, don't hesitate. It's wise to turn around in time. Makes you feel inferior. Adlerian psychology argues that when you're with another person, to feel unrestrained is love, because in front of this person you will not feel inferior. There is no need to deliberately display superiority, able to maintain a peaceful, stable natural state. This is true love, someone who truly loves you, no matter how strong or good he is, will not use their own excellence to make you feel inferior. In a way, whoever you get along with is most naturally relaxed. Whoever loves you the most, someone who truly loves you even if he is better than you, excellent work, strong ability, good family conditions. It will not give you a sense of superiority in front of you. It will not show off or suppress you. It makes you feel like you've climbed him. True love should be understanding, inclusive, and heartfelt appreciation, rather than controlling, restraining, and suppressing. If you are with someone you feel inferior, feel the pressure of his excellence, I don't feel worthy of him, then staying away from him is the best protection for you, because love makes you good. Instead of falling into the predicament of internal friction, makes you feel depressed. Warren Buffett once gave his daughter this advice: children, the best spouse should be your friend on the battlefield of life. Instead of satisfying your lazy people, a man pours you a glass of warm water and buys you a late-night snack. This is not a scarce resource. What is really scarce is the other party's conversation, knowledge, business acumen, career ability to control the situation, and stable emotions. Don't underestimate these features. Such a partner is hard to come by. What really counts is staying emotionally stable, rather than being especially nice to you when you're in a good mood. Use you as an emotional trash can when you're in a bad mood. Sprinkle all the anger on you. Such love is terrible, as the saying goes. How much a person loves you is not about how good he is to you when he's romantic. It depends on how bad he is to you when he is angry. People who are emotionally stable, no matter what happens, what a bad mood. I can restrain my negativity when facing you. It won't explode like a bomb at the touch of it. Such an unstable person, even if he is usually good to you, staying around for a long time can also leave a shadow. People who are emotionally unstable, when you are emotionally upset, you only care about your own feelings, will hurt you repeatedly. Apologize afterwards and promise not to do it again. But his promises often don't stand up to emotional repetitions. It will continue to hurt you the next time you are in a bad mood. No responsibility. Human beings live a lifetime, and interpersonal relationships become more and more complex. At this time, you must keep your eyes open. See everyone for who they really are. Tell if they're here to repay your favor or to consume you. Xiaoli is a motivated woman, was almost destroyed by a marriage. Her husband left all the housework to her, ignored the child, also often complained he doesn't do his job, and he squanders it on dinner with fox friends and dog friends. Within a few years of marriage, the body collapsed, unable to go to work to support his family. Such a man consumes Zhao physical strength, energy, patience, and future all the time. In the end, Zhao Li decided to divorce. After the divorce, Zhao Li brought her mother to help take care of the children. I work during the day, although life is not easy, but the state is much better than before the divorce. She started hanging out with friends on weekends. Take your children to parent-child activities. More than a year later, they also fell in love. Zhao Li said, "Unfortunately, I got divorced. Otherwise, it's not worth it to live like that for the rest of your life." An irresponsible, unaccountable person. He is not worthy of being treated well by others. A person with a burst of negative energy can't be saved at all. Stay away from those who consume you. Otherwise, there will never be happiness in this life. Different from your three views. The ancients said a different ways do not conspire with each other. Ambitions are not friends. Indeed it is. Not all the people you meet along the way in life can be friends. Most are just passers-by in life. There are only people who have the same three views and resonate at the same frequency to get along comfortably. If you don't get tired for a long time, the relationship can last for a long time. Psychologist Adler said, all human troubles originate from interpersonal relationships. Many times we feel distressed. A big part of the reason is that the relationships we are in are uncomfortable, especially when getting along with people who don't agree with the three views. Really tired. Whatever you say, the other person will refute it. Something you think is right, in the eyes of the other party it is wrong. The feeling that you can't communicate despite all your might, it's exhausting. In the long run, the relationship can only drift apart. In the end, it was a stranger walking in the world. Many of the problems that plague people have their roots in relationships with people who don't have the same views, waste of time, effort, and energy. All relationships that make you strain and screw are inappropriate. It's better to be brave and give up. Choose people with the same frequency. Those who have the same three views will naturally be attracted to each other. There's no need to keep it up. You can also get along comfortably and never get tired of getting along for a long time. People who have the same three views and have similar interests, there is no need to deliberately find a topic, and there is no need to explain too much. He will understand what you want to say and what you mean. For the rest of your life, choose like-minded friends. Stay away from people who don't agree with each other. Don't be careful about managing feelings. The magnetic field will bring you closer and closer to people who have the same three views. Han Han said, how far can a person go? It depends on whom he walks. How good a person is depends on who he has to guide him. How successful a person is depends on who he is with. I think it really matters who you're with. Two people with the same three views can give each other the strength to move forward. It's like a light in each other's lives. Light the way ahead. The great friendship between Marx and Engels is enviable. They are in lockstep. Become a confidant and fulfill each other in their careers. Share the joys and sorrows and achieve each other. Care for each other in life. As the saying goes, the secret of life is to get along with people, hand in hand. What kind of people to be with? It is very likely that you will take any kind of life path. Choose to get along with people who resonate at the same frequency. It's not just nice to get along. And the soul fits. Support each other and grow together. Days to come, don't worry about relationships that don't fit you. Choose like-minded friends, hand in hand for a better life. Feeling let down and calculated. In reality, if your friends, lovers, or family members make you feel let down and calculated, I advise you to face up to this problem and not drag your feet. Don't let your relationship hold you back. You know, there are two when there is one. Will it be repeated next time? Can you accept it? For example, you are being calculated by your friends for money and he was not ashamed. It means that this person is of bad character and cannot continue to associate with each other. You either tear your face with him or treat it cold. No more contact. There will always be moments when we see through the calculations of others. To know, no matter how powerful a scheming person is, it can't be watertight forever. There will always be a time when you see through it. At this time, you recognize it and you have to stay away in time. Makes you uneasy.